document. There are two things basically. I'll display both of them. Right now, I'm trying to display the handwritten ones. This is based on a chapter called as inverse trigonometry. Now, let's not solve any question, but I just want you guys to observe the type of questions which has been asked. Okay, this is a see the reason I chose math and especially a chapter. I could have also displayed a question or a document based on differentiation, but you understood basics of differentiation till now, so I just want to avoid that. So let's say this chapter inverse trigonometry, you guys don't know anything, okay? These handwritten notes I'll send you. So one second, I'll just keep scrolling. In this question, approximately around 15 to 18 questions are there in this handwritten ones. These are the most important types for your final exam, for your CET exam. Fine. Do we only solve these 18 questions? The answer is a no. These are hand-picked ones. Hand-picked ones. If you can see, let me scroll down a little. There's one section which says, can you see this? PYQs. So this section is only previous year question paper of K-sets, of K-set, and only this chapter called as inverse trigonometry. So what happens is, when you're trying to answer any of these, when you're trying to answer any of your class exams or MCQs based on your for your college test also, just go through the PYQs from this specific document, which I'll send you later on the group, and you'll be able to answer it. So this specific handwritten document covers everything only based on inverse trigonometry and K-set, which can also be used for your board exam MCQs. It will not cover JE in this specific thing. Now, again, as I told you, we will not be solving only these 18 questions. One more second. I'll show you one more document. This is from chemistry. In chemistry, there's this concept called as biomolecules. People who have opted for bio in their first PUC, you'll be knowing about that. Okay, biomolecules. But again, I'm not going to solve anything. See, these are the handwritten ones. So which means these are handpicked. Obviously, we'll have to keep solving more. And here, this chapter biomolecule is a chapter where majority is theory. See, chemistry only is completely theory when it comes to your CET exam, competitive exam. Other exams, I mean, for board exam, you're supposed to remember equations and all. Here, you should be in a state to tell. If I write the equation for you and tell you, you should be in a state to tell which equation, what's the balancing, and all these things just by looking at it. Okay, so that's the challenge when it comes to trigonometry. One second, I think the mic is being stuck here. Okay, I think it's all right. Guys, put up in the chat box if there's any glitch in the audio there. No. It's all peaceful, no? Yeah. Okay, cool. Because it was showing some random symbol here, that's why. I'll check my Wi-Fi for a second. Okay, anyways, coming back. So these specific things I've already gotten ready of. So here, I have not chosen any of the first PUC syllabus yet because that's on a different folder. I'm not able to find that folder. Okay. So just like this, in your first PUC, you'll have to master 6 chapters in each subject. See, I'm trying to exaggerate a little, but 6 chapters in physics, 6 chapters in physics, 6 chapters in math, and 6 chapters in chemistry, if you're able to understand. See, chemistry, 6 chapters are not required, but just I'm trying to, they don't ask me to, don't request a recording. I'm not sending it. There's no thing on the, wait. Okay. So these hand-picked ones will be good enough for your board exam MCQs and your K-set, more than enough. Now, I'll pause this. I'll show you as to what we do for your regular stuff. Okay, 1 minute. I'll stop this sharing part. Yeah. I'll share one more screen right now. I'll start with physics. I hope you guys can see this. This PDF I'll send on the group. Now this PDF, please focus carefully how I want you guys to learn. So I will send you a PDF of this and chemistry. 2 done. Along with that, I'll send you 2 more. Okay. Now, so totally 4 PDFs. Again, now don't get scared looking at that number here. 1 minute. Let me highlight that number. Annotate. Yeah. Can you see this number here? So there are 1,563 pages in this complete PDF. Should you learn everything? The answer is obviously no. Need not do it. Okay. But what pattern should you follow? That's what I'm more focused on, other than trying to tell which question to follow and all, what pattern to follow. Now listen, when I send you this with this PDF, no, just keep scrolling. Now don't start learning anything, it'll go over the head. all these things are your first year stuff, the highlighted part. Okay. Now, should you sit and learn everything? Obviously, no. See, 1 second, I'll pause here. Right now, in electric field also, we are finding something called as resultant. We are using F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1, same concept. Can you see this? Resultant will be found by the same concept here. So I'm just going to tell you, all the data is here, but this data is too much, way too much for your JE also. So what I'll do is, you use this PDF. Okay, what's the name of this also? I'll tell you so that you guys don't get confused. Delete. Yeah. The name of this PDF is called errorless. Okay, look at this. This specific PDF you will use only to solve questions. Only to solve questions, nothing else. I told you I'll send you 2 more PDFs along with this. No, that PDF you'll use to do all these, what do you call, the theory stuff. Don't get confused. Errorless PDF is only to solve questions. The other PDF also has theory. I mean, theory as well as questions. Use the other PDF only to do theory. That's because that's much more simplified, and you can finish it much more. I mean, the time is very less there. You can complete off quickly compared to this. Okay. Now, how do you start off doing this in errorless? Listen up. There's a concept called as tips and tricks. Now, if you see, it covers one full page. Now, should you sit and remember a full page? The answer is a no. But before starting off the questions, the errorless always follows a pattern. It's called as ordinary thinking. Ordinary thinking means that's exactly where the question starts off with. Fine. So before this, you'll have tips and tricks. I would do the tips and tricks. I would not sit and mug up everything. I would just spend around 15 minutes to go through each and every point. Do not miss anything. This, see, for example, here, this part is not that important because you already know that. Fine, but don't ignore. See this concept also. Unit vector has no unit. That is so obvious, no? Unit vector has no unit in the sense 1 kg, that kg and all is missing, is what they're trying to tell me. But this whatever I've highlighted is exactly one of the year CET question. I forgot the year actually, but CET it's been asked. So was it asked only from tips and tricks? No, it belonged to the theory part of it, and in that theory part of it, all these 1 markers will be highlighted here. So this will be the best 15 minutes that you guys can invest and score really well in your MCQs of your board exam as well as CET. So do not ignore this before starting your questions. And one more thing, I've seen people sitting and writing down all the tips and tricks. It's already here, no? Don't sit and waste time of writing things. Okay, all these things will not be asked at all. Minimum number of collinear vectors, some won't be asked. But again, I'm telling you, no, since you're allocating 15 minutes, don't ignore anything. And one more thing here, look at this. 2 vectors are parallel to each other if this is it's a very important condition, but this condition will never be asked directly in your exam. Never. But a lot of times, it will be asked in your numericals and those kind of stuff. So keep all these things in mind. So do not spend more than 15 minutes when you're trying to do tips and tricks. One thing has to be kept in mind. Next thing, when you're trying to solve ordinary thinking, see the pattern here. First, they talk about one topic, and only in this concept called as fundamentals of vectors, you have around 30 to 35 questions are there. Should you solve each and everything? 100% no. 100% no. Now let's say you're writing CET. CET questions you will not at all ignore. I am not trying to tell you you will only solve that. Now, don't ask me a question, sir. Anyways, in the handwritten PDF, the previous CET questions are there. No, yeah. In the PDF which I showed you previously, that handwritten questions are there from the last 10 years. 1997 is not in the last 10 years. Getting it? Now, why only last 10 years? Because after 2016, the syllabus changed a little in CET. That's why. But 1997, see, changed little, not completely. So 1997 questions, do not expect it to be in the handwritten PDF. Okay, so wherever you find a CET question in errorless book, you will pause there, you will solve it, and then only move to the next one. So what not to skip at all? Do not skip CET at all. Now I'll explain the other exams here also. MCET meaning it deals with Andhra, okay, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So right now, since MCET is not there anymore, okay, fine, ignore that. Let's not get into that topic right now. I would also do these questions. I would not do J&K CET, okay, because 100%. See, any South Indian paper do. Kerala will be really difficult, but it's worth doing. So I would do Kerala. Again, don't go find papers here. You saw MCET, don't skip it. Do this and then solve. Fine. So again, I'm not expecting you guys to solve all 34, but on an average, 30% of the questions to 50% of the question is what I'm trying to, is what I want from you guys. So 30 questions are there, let's say here. I want you guys to minimum solve around 12 to 15 questions, 12 to 18 questions. Okay. Now, which choice? Again, I mean, what or not should you choose? Don't spend a lot of time in choosing. I'll tell you, that's why I told you, what not to ignore. Do not ignore KSET questions, do not ignore MSET questions, do not ignore the South Indian questions, South Indian state questions. Okay. Others you guys can ignore. Now, BHUNR is like typical North India. Now, how will you get to know what is South Indian questions? MSET is South Indian, KSET is Karnataka, obviously. Now, Kerala, you will find something called as Kerala PMT. Kerala PMT. Okay. Very difficult, but worth it. It's almost equivalent to JE questions. Kerala PMT. Okay. Now, some are obviously simpler, but almost equivalent to thing. Now, let's say in 35, you could only find around 4 to 5 questions from the South Indian. But I told you, no, you have to minimum solve 12 to 18. Then you take a choice. Whatever you feel like solving, just keep solving. Now, don't keep repeating questions like these. Everybody knows this answer. Which of the following is scalar quantity? Obviously, that was being asked some 1998 question. Do not expect the same level of questions to be asked currently. Not working at all. So keep these things in mind. Fine. Do not always choose simpler questions. Now, what will I do every morning once we start with the CET classes? Even I will solve. The only thing I'm not trying to promise you is, let's say when you were practicing, you might have solved the 25th question. But when I'm solving, I might have ignored that. Getting it? I might have ignored that and gone to some other thing. That's how things work. Fine. So I would. That's your standard thing. 30% to 50% has to be solved. Now, do not start with first POC. It'll go over the head. Since we are anyways done with minimum 40% of the chapter in differentiation, first chapter, and electric field, start off with that. Now, electric field, don't think it's very easy and all. It'll go over the head. So use the theory PDF properly, use the notes, and then come. See, notes I would not suggest here, because in notes we are solving numericals which is going for like 2 pages. Now, will that be asked? 100% no. How? Just imagine trying to solve a 2 page numerical within 1 minute. Impossible it is. So what else can be asked? That's a good question to ask yourself. Then you guys can start thinking over it. Okay. But always keep one thing in mind. I always want you guys to be ahead of me. So let's say I'm doing electric. No, initially you won't understand this. Let's say I finish off the concept called as electric field, potential, and one more thing. Let's say 3 chapters I finished. After I finish this, before I'm talking about the POC part, I'm doing it in class now. Before I start off with the CET of all 3, okay, you should have at least finished one and a half chapter. This you'll be able to do only if you come home and then start solving the CET part of things the day I taught you the day I taught you the board exam part of things. So we finished electric field. That night I want you guys to come and solve this. Now, what's the target? Listen up. Very simple, man. 100 questions per day. 100 questions per day. This is the target. Now, we will follow this target for how many more months? For 3 to 4 months, we follow this. Okay. Then later what happens? 100 becomes 150. Now, ignore this. 100 questions, how many will you get right initially? Not more than 10. Max to max, 15 you might get right out of 100. Okay. There are a lot of times where you might get 0 right out of 100. I am telling you all these things. I'm preparing you. Now, don't tell, sir, I'm not even getting one right. I'm telling you, no, you should not get anything right. That's the whole point. Now, if you're getting 15 right out of 100, be very happy. Okay. Now, when will this improve? This will improve during course of time, but make sure that you're solving the 100. My aim is not you getting more right. My aim is you guys hitting the 100 questions. Fine. Even if you're getting 100 wrong also, I am completely fine with it. But solve the 100. Got it? Now this 100, once you're done solving the 100, the previous screen I displayed, no. Only that time it makes sense if you guys can solve the handwritten notes or the handwritten questions, because those are handpicked and those are the most important ones for your CET. That I realize I could have sent that initially only and you'll only do that. But CET is all about saving time. If you only keep solving 20 questions 100 times, that doesn't make any sense at all. You're supposed to get exposed to newer things. That exposure is what this book gives you. Fine. So totally, I'll be sending 4 PDFs. 2 and 2. 2 of errorless physics, errorless chemistry. We'll ignore math right now. Okay. Along with this, 2 notes for the theory part, physics and chemistry. Both of them are not the same. Errorless parts, only questions you guys will do. Theory part, physics as well as chemistry, you will use the other PDF. Now you will start off the theory part first. Let's say you now one more thing I've seen people doing. That theory part will have, let's say, 15 pages in one chapter. They'll sit and study all 15 pages. Are you mad or what? No, don't do it. Do first 3 pages. come to errorless, solve that. Do the next 3 pages. You cannot see, you lose motivation. Fine. That's the bottom line. So do max again. It depends. Some people might be comfortable with 5 pages. Do those five, then move on. Just don't keep doing the same stuff again and again and keep wasting time. Nobody's there to waste time here. Correct. So keep all these things in mind. Should not be ignored. Now, one more thing. Now, handwritten PDFs. How many will I send? I have no count because depends on chapters. So right now, let's say on my iPad, currently I displayed inverse trigonometry and one more thing I displayed biomolecules. So let's say if you guys are done with inverse trigonometry, just let me know. On that week, I'll send you the inverse trigonometry handwritten notes, handwritten questions. Sorry, questions. This is out and out for CET. This is what I told the other day. Sit and practice these handwritten things for all the chapters. Minimum 45 you will score out of 60. Minimum 45. Okay, this is the guarantee what I'm trying to give you. But I'm also telling you one more thing. If you only sit and solve this, you won't get 45. Fine. You should be in a state to solve 100 questions and see all these questions, whatever I wrote, okay, they will not exceed more than 30 questions. This also includes PYQs. They will not go more than 30. So 100 a day you solve. And the day, let's say you're solving inverse trigonometry, once you finish with all your chapters, all your concepts, then come to the PDF what I will send you. You will be able to solve these 130 questions within less than 10 minutes. That's exactly what I want you guys to. I mean, that's exactly how it should work. You should not take 1 minute, one question here. Then what's the whole point of solving the 100? Getting it? You will solve here, get all the things right, get all the things wrong, improve here, then come and showcase your skill here. 30 questions, I need you guys to solve that within 10 minutes. Now you keep doing, initially is this possible? 100% no. Initially, you might take 40 minutes to solve this. Then it drops down to 30. Then it becomes 15. Then it becomes 10. But that's my goal. 30 questions approximately within 10 minutes of the handwritten PDFs. 100% 45, not to 99.9%, 100% 45. But if you only keep doing these 30 questions 100 times, you won't get 45. I'm telling you right now. 100 questions here, then do this. I hope I made myself clear. Okay. Now, and along with that, how to balance physics, chemistry, and math. Let me be very honest with you. This year, math was easy. This year. Usually, math is a subject which will be difficult. So what I would do is, since I'm doing differentiation in class, if you come home and do, correct, you are practicing in once. But if you can figure out, I mean, if you can also start off with CET, start solving 100 questions and even get 0 right, no problem. If you're able to do this, okay, 2 places you'll improve. One is you'll improve drastically in your timing when you're solving the PDF, whatever I send you, 100 in PDF. This is there automatically by default. Then you will get more confident in solving board exam questions, PU questions, whatever we're doing in class, because you're solving the whole thing within 1 minute. No. And how to start off? Listen up, guys. 100 questions, initially, how long you'll take? See, the ideal timing is you're supposed to take 100 minutes, but this will not at all happen. I'm telling you right now. Minimum, I'm telling you, to solve 100 questions in a day, you will take around 3 to 4 hours. Now, don't jump over your bed right now. This is the minimum timing. I'm not trying to exaggerate 4 hours. You see. So today, if you're starting off with some random chapter, time yourself. 100 questions to solve. This does not include going through the theory. Theory, I'm keeping it 20 minutes separately. 20 minutes to do theory. To solve 100 questions, to put pen on paper and solve, you will take minimum of 3 to 4 hours, minimum. So what happens is, so let's say first week, you solve 100 questions every day. You are taking 3 to 4 hours. Second week, make sure that this cuts down to 2 to 3 hours. And this is exactly how you guys keep cutting down time. And there will be a day where you will be able to solve 100 questions approximately within 1 hour, which is superb. 60 minutes, 100 questions is out of the world. Okay. The day you achieve this, it's like right off that you'll get your ranking below 1,000. Okay. It's not simple. I'm telling you in a very easy way, but I've been there. It is not that simple. Solving 100 questions. See, few chapters you'll be able to do it. Fine. Chapters like biomolecules. See, usually this 1 hour, 100 questions will happen in chemistry. Will not happen in math or physics. Fine. Physics, it happens only in few chapters, but not everything, because a lot of numericals are being involved. But chemistry, 100 questions, 1 hour, you will achieve this if you practice this 100 questions a day, minimum for 12 to 13 weeks. Do that, and the 14th week, you'll be able to achieve this 100 questions within 1 hour. Okay? That's how things work. Now, Again, please do not show complete dependency on the handwritten PDF. That will work only after doing this 100 questions, right? Do not stick on to only that. Fine. That should be like an additional force, but that is the most important asset. Keep these things in mind. Now, I think I gave you a start right now. That's exactly what I wanted you guys to do also and understand also. Now, today, uh, I'll send the PDF within like another half an hour, something. This PDF. Electric field is there, okay? Electric field. E equals F by Q, we learnt. Huh? Only based on this formula, there's a concept in your RLS book. Solve them. Approximately you'll get 40 to 50 questions. I might be wrong also. It might be more. Fine. So go till there. Go till there. See, till now I finished Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law is done. E equals F by Q is done. So you have two solid topics to start off with physics. I want this to happen today. Okay. Now a lot of people might already have this PDF. If you guys don't have it, no worries. I'll send it to you. But if you guys have it, start off. Cool. So today's assignment, start off with the 100 questions. Now, if you start at 4 o'clock also, minimum you'll take time till 7 o'clock. Now, 100%, you will get discouraged, you'll get demotivated, everything will happen. Cross over all these things and do. I've given you two solid topics, Coulomb's law and E equals F by Q. Now, by chance, let's say you got bored. Then start off with math in differentiation. Now, differentiation, I would not recommend right now to start off because everything will go over the head. So start with physics. It's a decent start. Not everything will get right, but majority will get right. Because in Coulomb's law, many straightforward questions will be asked from CET. See, you won't believe once the question was choose the correct answer, and the options were we were supposed to choose what the right formula looks like. So all these simple ones also will be there. Getting it? So that will give you some boost there. Fine, it will help you to be motivated. I hope I made myself clear. Okay, so give me half an hour. I'll send these things. I want you guys to do 100 questions today. I'm hoping that you guys will start off at 4. If you're starting little late, again, add 3 to 4 hours there. 2 solid topics by tonight. All right? Okay, that's it. I'll send the PDF. Just start. 100 questions. Even if you're getting 0 right, completely fine. I'll see you on Monday and we'll do something else on Monday. Cool? Bye.